All right. Right back at you again, my friends from YouTube. All right, look. I hope my last video taught you guys a little something. I mean, I tried my best with that. You know, I'm really not that good with that, but I hope you got the message. This is what I'm good at right here. The clouds. See this picture? All right, now, I got this picture here from a window. Okay? From a window that I was in. Now, my daughter actually took this photo, my youngest daughter. And it was a screen in front of us. See, it wasn't a TV. We took this back in 2015. This is how old this picture is. I've been collecting a lot of pictures since then, and I've been holding them. This is an old one. Very old picture. So I want you guys to understand what I got. Now stay with me. Now, this is trees back here. All right? It's a backyard area. Here is the side of the house. You can see it. You see it sticking out here, right? Rooftop. Because we high with it, so you can see it. Now, you see this beautiful sky here? It's an early morning sky. And it was a blood moon that we wanted to catch, or a blood sunrise. And we wanted to catch it because we heard it was going to be beautiful. The news, they broadcast it all over it for us to catch. And I wanted to catch it. But I was asleep, man. I had actually did a double while I was working that. And my daughter actually remembered to take the photo. And she jumped up and took it. And what she told me was she saw these lights flying around in the sky. And it kind of made her scared. And I'm like, well, if it's just lights, why are you scared of lights? Go ahead and take it. I'm laying down. I don't feel like getting up, baby, you know. And she got nervous and took it anyway. And she said, but it looked beautiful, Dad. I said, yeah, take it. She was like, wait. She said, it stopped moving. It was moving real crazy at first. She saw them actually in motion. See, when you're young, man, I'm telling you, the young people don't understand how blessed they can be. The younger you are, the less sin you get yourself, involved in. She was able to see the lights. Now, I can lie. If I was lying, I'd just say I took the picture. If I didn't care about telling you that much, I'd just say I took the picture. What do you care about that, really? See, this is how much people like me love to tell the truth. So I'm trying to teach you something. I want you to believe in me. All right, so here's the sky right here. Now, you see this here? All right, I know you can see that, all right? A face. He was just laying down early morning. This was about probably 6 a.m. And I got the details on my phone. I know it was 2015. There's the sky. All right. Now, that's one thing I want you to notice. All right. Something else in there, in this picture here, I want you to see. All right. Now, below that, the sky, inside of like the dark area of the parking lot, or the backyard, whatever it is, you can see it. Here, you see this here? You see that there? Little spaceship. That's what we love to call them. Spaceships, right? But that's not really a spaceship. These, my friends, are like gemstones, or they call them orbs. But this is what God used. And it signified jewels, diamonds, gemstones. See that? See this blue one here? See? This is the outside. These are trees. But this was what my daughter seen hovering around and flying around, getting in unison. You see that there? There's 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3. And what we like to call the Holy Spirit or Trinity, you got to understand what these mean. These gemstones have names to them. All of them. These 3 have colors, perfect colors. I know what they all are. Right? This here is the jasper. That's the jasper color. That's why it's red. That's like the topaz color. Here is the sapphire. Now, I'm going to take you guys on a little road trip with me so you can understand how this works. Now you know this picture is real. So here's the 3 gemstones or orbs that I'm showing you that was flying around. And here's God face in the sky. Now, you know I deal with the clouds. I found that. And I'm going to show you the comparison with my other cloud pictures of God's face side by side. So I had to rotate this picture here and, put it side by side with some of my recent photos of God's face to let you guys know he visited me. And his face is in the clouds, and he coming a whole lot more now. A whole lot more now. This was 2015 here. Now, what I want to do first is show you some screen editing or um, filtering. I don't want to use the word edit because I don't want you guys to think I dealt with it like that. No, no. Edit, it's on your phone. That's what it's called. But it's like, it's filtering. I got to filter the color because it bring out more colors for you. All right. So let's go to that. Let's show you guys a little something. You're going to see what I'm talking about. It's going to blow your mind, man. Some real stuff here. All right. So you're looking at the screen here. There's my picture. You can see those three little dots. Remember they're in they far back there and it was lined up. All right. It ain't nothing I set up. That's the nighttime sky. That's the face here. And that's the side of that the house I was telling you, edge. And these are the three. Now let's try to make them come alive. I'm gonna show you how to do things. I'm just gonna play with the edit, the color. See, I zoomed into it. You can see it hovering there. Later on, I'm gonna show you. I got some pictures off another guy's channel that that have the similar shape orbs or gemstones that was hovering around in someone else's photo. I mean, I got the link to the guy. I mean, I can send it to you if you want to see it. I got his YouTube channel. I watch him. You know, I don't know if you're looking at mine, but I'm looking at his. And I noticed that he got these same orbs flying around in the sky. All right. His channel, he got them in individual times. And I took pictures and saved it when he had it. I got these all at one time in the backyard. You see how I changed colors? See that? It's there, hovering. And I did some side-by-sides with his as well, man. As I'm doing this, man, you can see him back there. Now, here's the face. See the different colors? It's just in the cloud, sitting there. Look, that face didn't even change, so the cloud wasn't even moving. He was just there looking. And these are the color. Look at that. Look at that blue. See that? It's pretty blue, man. It was just glowing. You can see the energy around it, too. See? And look at the red one. Voila. All right, we're going to research these together, man, along with some scriptures so you can understand what we're working with here. Now you see it now. See the red one? There's an orange one. And that's trees back there. And there's a blue. Here's the sky. And there's a cloud. It's laying down in there. Okay, God is all nature, bro. God is real. And let's find out some stuff. Now let's go back to my photos so you can understand how this works. Let's move forward. Now, this is the same photo. You see the blue here? Look at that. Let me zoom in. See, there's along the tree line. These not street lights. Street lights wouldn't have different colors. I want you to know that right away. Right away. There's the other one. And you can also see these little things on the end of like four corners of it. I don't know what that means, man. See that? Right here, here, and here. Okay? They all have that on it, I noticed. See, I watched this, man. I analyzed it for you guys for years. And now that I'm making, now look at the smaller one here. See, they got it too, though. See, got 4 ends to it. Then you go here. Voila, see? And you can see energy around it. It's no pose, nothing. It's just floating. There was balls, man, in the sky. Okay, so now that you see that, you also see this in the sky here. So why would I think of all this? Why would I think of this? This is the first thing I saw, and I kept analyzing the picture a little bit more, and that's when I saw that. Okay, now let's move forward. Voila, look at that. See the face. See those three? They're in unison, man. They lined up. Look at that. See how bright I did it? See the trees? Bam. Bam. See, this is real. See the energy around that? See, I didn't end up like, these are trees down here. But hey, man, they know how to float around trees. They don't care. Hey, that's what they do. Man, God ruled his universe. You guys got to understand that. You have to understand what's going on. Yeah. See, God sits in the throne. This is how they visit you. The red one, the Jasper, is Christ. He's the only one who sat on the throne. It says it in the scriptures. Let's go to Revelation 4:3. Now, John seen this. This was a revelation of his. He saw this with his eyes. So that's why he's called John the Revelator. And he that sat was to look upon like a jasper and a sardine stone. And there was a rainbow round about the throne in sight, like unto an emerald. Look like an emerald, a jasper emerald. Now, if you look up the jasper emerald, you'll see it's red. All right? That's what you need to know. And that one is a blue. That's sapphire. That's God's favorite color. Well, that represents God because he's all power. You find out what that means, what the blue sapphire stone mean, and you will understand more about these stones and what they represent. You got to know that. That's one thing. So remember, this is Revelation 4 and 3. All right. Let me teach you. I want to show you a little something that I found out about stones. All right. You see this here? Blue gemstones from the Bible. Just go to Google. You go to Google, you'll understand what they mean. So there's Lapis lazuli. See, Lapis lazuli. Now you can Google that because that's one of the stones that's actually like that represent the sapphire stone. All right, so look, just go to Google, man. Look up blue gemstones from the Bible. Lapis lazuli. See, lapis lazuli, blue gemstone from the Bible. That's what comes up. So that's the name for it. Sapphire in the Mediterranean and Middle East in biblical times was almost always what we now refer to as lapis lazuli. See, lapis lazuli, that represents the sapphire stone, which is blue. All power, almighty. So lapis lazuli is almighty, powerful. You need to learn that so you can understand exactly what the sapphire stone represents. I am fascinated by the gemstones of the breastplate of Aaron as well as the foundation stones of the New Testament. You know, Aaron was like the first person blinging. He was wearing bling. Those are those 12 gemstones that represent the 12 tribes of Judah. Or 12 tribes of Israel, I'm sorry. Judah is actually one of them. You gotta read the Bible, man, and find out what these stones represent. And you'll understand why he come in those colors and why he use those type of orbs. That's what we see when we're looking at orbs. What is the blue stone in the Bible? See, I'm just doing this for you because these are some of the questions that people may ask. You know, you come up with random questions sometime when you want to learn these things. And I'm trying to help you out because guess what? Sometime, we get passed by, man. Some of us in the hood, we just don't have the proper understanding and we can't get it. And you got people that's getting so intelligent, they trying to grow and they may just pass you up. They're trying to get in the kingdom. They passing you by so fast, they might not even make it because they won't slow down, man, for their brothers. They getting so intelligent. And they think that you so slow and they pass you up. It's just like the conquistadors doing. They don't even understand it. They learning that English so good. And they learning why and how they was passed up now. That's all. They got to slow down. People still need to know this. And sometimes it take you to like kind of slow down your intelligence for the slower guy. Just teach all. Everyone got to get taught. You guys don't know the scriptures, man. You remember when Christ said, when you having a feast day to the Lord, and you enjoying yourself, you having a good time, you let the lame, the crippled, blind, you let them people in too. You don't just pass them up. They need to have feast days. Feast days are important for the Lord. Those are high holy days. Remember, that was one of the things Moses said to Pharaoh. You got to hurry up. You got to let my people go. They got to have a feast day to the Most High. They must have this feast day. See, that's important. This is why Christ said, make sure you let the blind, crippled, and crazy in. So when you guys out here learning this Bible and you're getting so hyped, high and mighty, you're leaving your brother behind. You have to find a way to slow down for the slower people. All right. So they got to learn everything. Okay? They got to learn everything. They got to know what gemstones mean. They got to know what all of them mean. So they will know how to go ahead and buy this jewelry and wear them just like you wearing them. People don't know what they mean or they don't know what it represent. This is why they look at you and just laugh and they think it's stupid. But if you start breaking it down so that they can understand what these gemstones represent and what kind of energies you can get from nature, from the Most High, from the solar system, you get what I'm saying? They may understand it a little better and stop laughing at you and get involved and start wearing it as well, so all of our powers can grow. So what is the blue stone in the Bible? The ancients also refer to lapis lazuli as sapphire. See, sapphire. This name came from Hebrew first. This is like a Greek or a Latin way of saying it. Okay, which is likewise a blue stone, often speckled with shiny perites, giving it the appearance of being sprinkled with gold dust. It is composed of silica, alumina, and alkali, and is an opaque substance early engraved. That's because it's real sparkly and shiny and beautiful. That's how they created that. Opaque substance, easily engraved. This is why that was used to carve the commandments on. See, when you hear about the commandments was engraved in stone, that's the stone they used. But in the movie, you would think he used some type of brick from the mountains he was on. No, you got to read the scriptures. You got to read the scriptures and understand what was used. It's easily to engrave and it's beautiful. What is blue lapis lazuli in the Bible? Lapis lazuli is one of the precious stones mentioned numerous times in the Bible. It is included in the description of God's throne, and according to some scholars, is the stone on which God wrote the 10 Commandments. There you go. You see, before I showed you the scripture, you know what you were saying? Oh, how he know? No, he don't know. Okay, these scholars right here who wrote this, that's backing it up. You can check it yourself. You know, you got go get a couple of books on it. You know, you got the Bible, you got a whole lot of other books you can look into, find out. You know, just Google up books about the lapis lazuli and the 10 Commandment stone. What was it used? You know, just look it up, find out. Ask some scholars, man. Now you understand what was used. Okay, but that stone was also plated, man. It was more beautiful than you think. This is why they was looking at Moses like, where you get that from? That's why they knew that he had been talking to someone to come back down from that mountain after so long with something so precious. See, it didn't look like just some regular old bricks. See, that's another thing that can throw you off. You got to understand what God is about. Okay, he's about shiny, beautiful things. That's powerful, so you can understand them. What is the blue lazuli in the Bible? In the early Christian tradition, lapis lazuli was regarded as the stone of Virgin Mary. In late classical times and as late as the Middle Ages, lapis lazuli was often called sapphire. See that? Sapphirus in Latin. See? Sapphire in Hebrew. So that's where it comes from, because we know Hebrew was the first language on earth. Though it had little to do with the stone today, known as the blue corundum variety sapphire. This is the fake stuff. You know, stuff like this they pass around to people, man. CZ crap, CZ diamonds and you know, emeralds and crap like that for you to put on. But it's not the real sapphire. You can't find it. Some of the rich people got it, man. You ain't got that real stuff. And they're trying to, but the Most High coming to you in spirit anyway. You don't got to be rich. You know, all that stuff was taken from you. But God always deal with his people with these expensive, beautiful looking emeralds, because that's how he look at you. You know, go to Revelation 21:19-20. And the foundations of the wall of the city were garnished with all manner of precious stones. You see that? The first was jasper. And that's exactly how Christ looked. He looked like jasper. You see that? He looked like jasper. That's what John in Revelation saw. This is why he represents red power in that stone. That's how I know that had to been Christ in that little ball, in in that three stones that you saw that appeared right under the clouds in that photo of mine. I told you I was gonna bring you some more clouds, some powerful stuff, man. I'm not kidding with you. Let me show you something. I'm gonna go back to my pictures. I want you guys to see something else. You gotta understand. Watch this. Okay, you see that? Same mouth, same nose. See, that's God. That's the picture I turned upside down. Okay, this a old picture that I put up. Okay, so go to my other video that I made for you guys, man, and you will know where I got this one from. Because I don't want to just throw something up. You looking at it like, what's that? Okay, go to God rides in on an eagle cloud to show us apocalypse horsemen of pestilence. Now, when you go to that, you will see how I broke down this face here. Now I'm breaking down this face. See these three faces? Now, I just told you where you go from that one. This is another one that I created so you guys can see what's going on. This is, God getting ready to blow the trumpets. You will see his face on that video that I created. You see that? All their faces got this beard here. See that? And crowns on. See? I don't see the crown on this one, but you can see that's the same person. See how the eye shape? Look at that longer eye here. This one a little wider. Look at that. See? Longer eye. He's winking on this one, but you can see it. Look at that. Right here. Okay. All the time in the clouds. This is why I show you clouds. That's what my name is, Zakaya, in the cloud. All right. So now you're looking at this here. You see that? Bam, bam. Look at that. The Father. He's first. Blue. See? Blue sky. Beautiful. And under here, you see that? Red. The sun. He's over here. And that day was a blood sun. That's why it's red. Here, you got the Holy Spirit. That's the Holy Spirit. That's the third one. Notice it's in the middle. See that? Holy Spirit is purple. Because Jasper, which is red, turned to purple when God's blood hit the garment and turned purple. So you got purple, blue, purple, red. Look at that. All three of them. And that's what that's representing. You got to read the scriptures. You got to understand it. Put it together. Luke 9:35. And there came a voice out of the cloud, saying, "This is my beloved son. Hear him." Notice it's always in the cloud. And that's exactly what I give you. That's where the voice came from when the prophets was out with Christ that day. And and God was telling them, "This is my beloved son. You got to hear him." Why would it be saying that? Look, here it is again. This is that Trinity symbol. They love to call it Trinity. And this is what they love to pretty much worship. They worship the Trinity. When the Most High wants you to just worship the Son. Because through the Son is how he will see you. If the Son don't accept you, then he won't accept you. So there's no use of trying to worship God if the Son won't accept you. See, the Son got to come to you, which is Christ, the Spirit of Christ. How do you get that? If you saved down here, if you teaching and you know the scriptures, the Son's Spirit must be on you. So God going to see you because you're going to follow the laws, just like Christ. Christ followed the laws even when he was down here. All right, so that's the way he made it to heaven. That's the way you made it to heaven. Although Christ was made to go to heaven, but he was just showing you how to walk. All right, so look at this. Look at that. Trinity. Trinity. See, that's a Trinity ring. And then you notice they're using the stones. See the Trinity? 3. See, they knew it. Somebody who made this ring here, they knew it. They don't have the exact colors, but I mean, they're trying to make different colors for you. They got stones, though. And it's 3. Exactly like that. See, it was 3 orbs that day outside under that picture. Now, these are the stones. You see that? Jasper, sapphire, caldoni, emerald, sardonyx, sardius, charcelite, beryl, topaz, chrysoprase, genets, and amethyst. So you guys look at it and understand that, and try to pronounce these yourself and get to know these stones yourself. You got to get to know these stones and research them, study them, and understand how powerful they are. These stones are very powerful. You got to understand what they mean. Go to 1 Chronicles 20:2. And David took the crown of their king from off his head and found it to weigh a talent of gold. That means it was pretty heavy. That's when David took over. You know what I'm saying? He went in and took over and took the throne. And there was precious stones in it. And it was set upon David's head. And he brought also exceeding much spoil out of the city. So that means he took other expensive jewels out of that city at the time. So now let me go back. Now I just want to show you how important these stones are. They are very important. All right. So let's move forward. What do stones symbolize in the Bible? All right. Now you know how expensive they are. You know what they mean to kings. All right. Now you got to know what they mean spiritually. Okay. What do stones symbolize in the Bible? The words rock and stone, referring to the prime elements in ancient foundations, are used in the scriptures as metaphors, signifying strength, steadiness, and durability. How do you find strength, steadiness, and durability? In these stones, because the Most High help you receive it once you have the right stones and know what they mean. Is blue mentioned in the Bible? Look, 49 times the Bible mentions a perfect pure blue, a color so magnificent and transcendent that it was all but impossible to describe. Yet, for most of the last 2,000 years, nobody has known exactly what biblical blue called tekhelet in Hebrew. That word tekhelet is kind of hard for them to figure out because it was in Hebrew and they don't know what color that is. See what color that actually looked like or how it could be recreated. Only the Hebrew knew that because they was in touch with the Most High. This is why they got so many different colors of blue out here, trying to get close as they can. They want to get close as they can to the most powerfulest color in the universe. Does the Bible mention lapis lazuli? Let's find out. The archangel Michael gave the king a lapis lazuli ring that allowed him to control the legions of demons. You see that powerful ring that angel Michael gave him did some powerful stuff against demons, man. They couldn't do anything. They couldn't attack him or his people. Look, summon geniuses. See, the geniuses of the world, he can summon them with that ring to come and tell him and teach him things that he wanted to know. Talk to animals and flowers and who knows what else, because that ring was so powerful. You don't know what else he can do with it because he can talk to animals. See, we're supposed to communicate with them. The ring was made of gold with a stamp engraved on our protagonist stone. See that? So that means the ring pretty much was made of gold, but it had a stone in the middle of it, which was that beautiful lapis lazuli, that sapphire blue. It was given from God. That's why the angel gave it to him. So you know where that came from, heaven. What color is the throne of God? Listen to this. In the biblical descriptions of Genesis, Exodus, and Ezekiel, physical and spiritual heavens are intertwined. See, it's intertwined. The blue of the sky merges with the throne of God. Now you hear that. It merges with the throne of God. Now, wait, listen to this. Daniel 11:38. But in his estate shall he honor the God of forces, and a God whom his fathers known. No. Daniel 11:38. But in his estate shall he honor the God of forces, and a God whom his fathers know not shall he honor with gold and silver and with precious stones and pleasant things. Revelation 21:11. Having the glory of God, and her light was like unto a stone most precious, even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal. Look at that, having the glory of God. Now let's see what that looks like. Now you heard what he just said here. The blue sky merges with the throne of God. Now keep that in mind. Now I'm gonna go to my photos real quick. I want to show you something with that. The blue sky. Look at this blue sky. Look at this tornado spinning cloud here that I have. Now you can go. I got that as well. Now you can go to my show, the show that I created. Tornadoes are God's chariots. Tornadoes are God's chariots. Just look at that. This tornado here, you can see here a man sitting in a chair. You see that? And he also have angels with him that's sitting inside of this cloud, just like they said he will. And that got to be Christ, my friend. He's merging with the blue sky. Merging with the blue sky. You should know what that means. You should know what that means when you merge them with the blue sky. Now watch this. Let me show you something else. You can't really see that. If you go to the video, you pretty much will see how I broke that down so you can understand it. Look, here's one. I got this really cleared out for you a little bit. You know, you had to go in there and kind of modify the colors. You see the cheer here? See? Bam. He's sitting here. There's a wheel. See, you got a wheel with him. And you see the big angel. And here's the spiritual. There's a bull here. The lion is over here. And they're flying inside of this chariot. There's feet. See the feet? I'm showing you guys something special. See, they merge with the sky. And that's exactly what the scripture says. There you go. Look at that one. See the cheer? Voila. Voila. All right. Look at that. There's a man in the chair again. Merging with the clouds. Here's a spirit on his knees while he's reading that book. In that chair, look at that. Praying to him. Well, pretty much giving him his judgment. Okay, you can go to 2 Corinthians 5 and 10 for that. Christ sitting in the cloud and he's going to be judging your spirit. Yeah. There's another spirit too being judged. Sitting down on something and praying. That's what they're doing. See that? Now you can see this person. You got one here. He's praying. He's bent over as far as he can. Got a man here. He's praying. He's in chain, look like. And God did say I was going to have my enemies in chain. And now you see the spirit here. Merge. See the crown? His eye. You know, go over to this channel. I just gave you the channel. Go over to it. And you can see how I got the breakdowns on this. Remember, I'm just using this so you can understand how these emeralds work and these jewels work. See? It's there in spirit. You know, if you got a spirit on his knees like that, something he feared. He saw something that you can't see. So this is why you got to get yourself together now. Okay, here's another one. Christ in the clouds judging the... No, matter of fact, no, this one here, go to God and Christ are meeting in the clouds while I'm at my daughter's graduation day. So I was at my daughter's graduation. See that? Remember, Revelation 3 and 4, he sits on the throne and it's clear and crystal blue. See, it's clear. Crystal. See that? Yeah, that's what I'm showing you guys with that. All right. Yeah, Revelation 4 and 3. You can look that up. Jesus was in the seat. Okay? He's sitting like a jasper. See, he's red like jasper. See that? And the throne is like glass. That's my point. Now, that's why I went there. So you understand that now. Let's go back to it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. What is the spiritual meaning of lapis lazuli? Lapis lazuli is one of the oldest spiritual stones known to man, used by healers, priests, and royalty for power, wisdom, and to stimulate psychic abilities and inner vision. See, inner vision means you can see visions inside of your head by using psychic powers. It represents universal truth. Lapis quickly releases stress, allowing for peace and serenity. Yeah, peace and serenity. So this is why God stone, that blue, is that important. So you can communicate with him, first of all, using your psychic abilities. And it'll calm you down. All the stress, it takes that away from you so you can focus better. He wants you to focus. Okay, Exodus 25 and 7. Onyx stones and stones to be set in the ephod and in the breastplate. Yeah, so the breastplate is how you communicate. All right? This is how you communicate. And I got some pictures on that to show you how you communicate with God. All right? Look at this here. You see this here? 12 stones for each tribe. Breastplate. The reason why I slash breastplate, because the Leviticus priests had these stones inside of the breastplate. It's 12 of them. 3, 6, 9, 12. 4 this way, and 3 this way. Yeah. All right. and they represent the tribes. You see them: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, so forth. You know, read them, you know them. But that's what they represent. The onyx, Joseph, Benjamin, Jasper. Look at that. The beryl, Naphtali. See, these are the sons of Israel. And this is why the Leviticus priests wear this, because he will communicate with God using these stones according to each individual he want to talk to. Because these tribes are our fathers, the children of Israel, the Israelites. Our fathers represent these stones. So when one of these stones glow up, and when it glows while that priest got that stone around his neck, apparently God want to talk to someone. And he most likely want to talk to the kids, the children of Israel, about something. Because he got angels following us. Everything we do, those angels follow us. Okay, now watch. Let's get to these pictures. Okay, you remember this picture here? Underneath the eye here is where God, and I say it's God because of this eye, and you got to go to that video that I made with this one, and you can understand what this is up under his eye with the jewels of God's eye. That's the whole point of this. Over here, this is the ephod breastplate. See that? Different colors. See? Different colors. And he's communicating with the priest who wears this. That's how you talk to God. He can communicate with God. It's another tablet or a plate that sits on the table. These light up on his chest, on Aaron's heart, and those supposed to light up on the table that he have. And this is just an up-close look at the jewels or the gemstones, so you can understand it. Okay, so you got to really know what you're looking at here. You got to understand. All right, so you go to my show about this, and you understand why I broke this down at. Let's move forward. All right, now you see the priest up in the sky here. This is where I got this from. See that around his neck? You see this here? You notice it's lighting up in blue? That means he's talking to God. You notice his head? See blue, right? You remember the blue stones? It opens up your head. Clear it up so you can communicate. See the staff he's holding? And it's communicating. He's talking to God. And it's a little face in here that lit up. His head lit up. That lit up. He's communicating. That's why it's blue. And we know God's stone is blue. They're communicating. Exodus 28:4. And these are the garments which they shall make: a breastplate and an ephod and a robe and a broidered coat, a mitre and a girdle. And they shall make holy garments for Aaron thy brother and his sons, that he may minister unto me in the priest's office. Minister means talk. You want to talk to God. They got to minister to God. So they got to be priests. God don't want to talk to anybody. He only want to talk to priests, ministers who got some sense and know his Bible so he can communicate seriously. He got time to be playing. All right? So you got to know that. Exodus 28:15. And thou shalt make the breastplate of judgment with cunning work, after the work of the ephod. Thou shalt make it of gold, of blue, and of purple, and of scarlet, and of fine twined linen. That shall thou make it. See, that's how shall make it. That's how you God ain't playing. He said it. Shall thou make it. So that's how he wants you to do it. That's why it's blue. You notice the whole is. You notice is look at that. That's blue color. That's another blue color, because that's a gemstone. That's stone. That's a sapphire stone is made out of. And these are blue gemstones. And around it is shining. That's gold. Gold plated. And that's a gold necklace around these rings. Exodus 28:22. And thou shalt make upon the breastplate chains, and at the ends of whether work of pure gold. See the chains? Pure gold. That's why I shined. Remember, I was in the sun that day. Okay, you can go to this one right here, and you'll find out where I got him from. Go to my video, and you will see it. That's Christ in the clouds judging the nation. And you'll see how I got him. You'll know how I broke it down so you can understand it. Exodus 28:23. And thou shalt make upon the breastplate 2 rings of gold, and shalt put the 2 rings on the 2 ends of the breastplate. I see 2 rings here. I didn't create this, man. It matches up with the scriptures. 2 rings. You see it? And it's a hole here, and it's a ring here. And this is a whole breastplate. And on the table, this lighting up. And around his neck, he got a chain. It's going behind him here, see? That's part of his garment here. But the chain is glowing, and it's going straight through those 2 holes. Man, you guys better wake up fast, bro. I'm telling you to wake up fast, bro. Okay, you see that now. You know I ain't kidding around with you. Let's move forward. All right. Now let's go back. Now you see this here. I'm going to show you what this is. This is what I got off guy's channel. He made this, I think, 2022. Mine was in 2015. But I took it off his channel so you can understand what you see here. This is not, some people might see this and not know what it is because they don't know the Bible, and they never had some of the experiences I had. I kind of believe it because I compared this to my photo that I got in 2015. And I need to go to that guy's channel so I can show him what I got. And that's going to probably blow his mind because he didn't use scriptures. He don't know what it is. Someone sent him these pictures and he make a video out of it and show you. I pretty much know what it is. But before I go to some of those pictures, man, let me go to a little bit more of this so you can understand what these gemstones mean, so you'll know what you see in the sky. What gemstone represent Jesus? What gemstone represents Jesus? See that? Jesus got a gemstone. According to Christian legend, when Jesus Christ was crucified, the dripping blood stained the green jasper at his feet. And this was the origin of bloodstone. Bloodstone was widely used in scriptures representing flagellation and martyrdom, and was known at one time as the martyr stone. Martyrs, Christ was a martyr. He died like that because he believed what he believed in. What stone is the martyr stone? Bloodstone. In medieval times, Christians used bloodstones for sculptured bas reliefs depicting the martyred saints and Christ's crucifixion, thus the name martyr stone. The myth behind bloodstone is that some of Christ's blood dripped down and stained jasper that lay at the foot of the cross. It could be true. I mean, from what I'm seeing in the sky here, and I'm able to compare with scriptures and things like that, this could be true as well. I'm not gonna say it's not true, bro. I believe in it. The throne of God. God's throne, first of all, symbolizes his authority and majesty. This truth is represented by the metaphor of heaven as his throne. In Isaiah 66, God declares, heaven is my throne. The earth is my footstool. See that? The earth is his footstool. See also Psalms 11:4. Other passages discuss God's throne as symbolic of his omnipotent sovereignty over human events and human governments. Hey, that's what it's saying. Psalms 47:8, 103:19, Acts 7:49. God's throne is regal, made of gold and gemstones, and surrounded by a rainbow. So it's surrounded by a rainbow and it's made of gemstones. You can't make this up, man. Revelation 4:3. Lesser thrones, 4:4, a sea of glass. See, lesser thrones meaning someone under him just a little bit. So, because that's why they call lesser thrones. So Christ got a lesser throne because he's the Son, and this is why you see the clear the seat that Christ was sitting in on some of my videos. It looks see-through and almost don't look like a throne. This is why when the prophet saw it, he said, "Behold, I like something like a chair, something like a throne, like a man sitting in it, like the Son of Man." He barely can see it because he blend in with the earth because it's glass. That's why it's made like that, so you won't see him. Yeah, that's why it's made like that. Yep, and a myriad of angels, 5 and 11. In short, it is dazzling, inspiring, awe in those who see it in a way that earthly thrones can only begin to do. Ezekiel 1:26, Daniel 7:9, Revelation 4:5, and 20 and 11. God's throne is an eternal representation of his authority. Psalms 93:2, Lamentation 5:19, Ezekiel 43:7, Revelation 5:13. Now you go to those passages, read them, understand what they mean. Pause the video, take down these scriptures, read them, and understand what I'm showing you so you can pretty much sharpen your sword, start studying and understanding where your body and your soul about to go. What do blue crystals mean? Blue crystals meaning clarity and communication. So if you see a blue crystal, he's clearing your mind so you can communicate. You see a blue crystal, he used that to clear your mind up so he can communicate with you clearly. Take all the stress away, all your problems, because God is trying to talk to you. Blue crystals meanings represent clear communication and honest expression of our ideas. They bring clarity and strength when it comes to speaking our truth and help us stay cool, calm, and collected as we share what's on our minds. See, this is why I'm able to calm down as much as I can to help explain what I'm explaining. Now, imagine some of the mess ups I've been doing since I've been teaching. It would have been a whole lot worse if God wasn't in my life. All the stress and problems I've been going through, man. So he slowed me down big time for me to see exactly what he's doing in the sky, how to break it down, have the idea to teach you guys, team up with my seeds and my wife to figure out how to teach you. That's what God do. Now, either you learn like this or you get your head cracked later. All right, what are the 7 precious stones in order? Strictly speaking, the precious stones are only 7 number. The diamond, the pearl, the ruby, the sapphire. See, the sapphire is one of the special precious stones. It's precious. The emerald, the oriental cat's eye, and the alexandrite. Okay, so the oriental cat's eye, hey, you got to look them up. You'll find out what the oriental cat's eye is. If I said cat's eye at first, I told you. God correct me. Every time I mess up, he helped me. You know, through my daughter, that is. So I guess my daughter God? I get my butt kicked if I say God is a woman. So you people out there saying God is a woman, you're going to get your butt kicked. So technically, if he's speaking through her, which she is. And I am too. And you are too. If you listen to this and you understand it. If not, you a devil. But to these are often added the so-called semi-precious stones, such as the amethyst, the topaz, the tourmaline, the aquamarine, the chrysoprase. Now, I said it how I want to say it. If you don't like it, why don't you read it and correct me? Maybe that'll kind of motivate you to read, okay? Motivation brings dedication. Later appreciation. I love to say that. Look at that. All right. Why is Jesus called the living stone? Looking at verses 4 and 5, we see Jesus referred to as the living stone who was rejected by men. What men down here attacking Christ? Didn't they fight Christ and try to kill him? We all know that. They attacked him. They beat him. They tried to beat him up before. He actually jumped off a mountain. Read that scripture. He was a young guy then, I think in his early 20s or teens, and he jumped off a cliff because they tried to chase him and kill him, man. They knew what he was trying to do. They knew who he was. They tried to kill him when he was first born. If that ain't no Israelite, I don't know what is. When you first born, what? Hey, you should go and get yourself a abortion. It's abortion clinging around the corner. See that? Taking out our people right there. Getting killed in the streets. Gang members, cops. That's Christ. Yeah, that's what we part of. Yeah, look it up. You got to look it up. So these men, they tried to kill him, man. They rejected him. They didn't even know how powerful he really was. They couldn't kill him at first because it wasn't meant for him to go yet. He had a job to do. All right, the stone has this idea of God's rule and reign as the living stone. It's important to note that he's alive. It's important to note that. You hear what they said in this passage here? It's important to note. Here are the stones once again. You see that? That is your stones right there. Look them up, understand them. I'm doing my best to do my work to help you out. Let's get back here. Come on, folks. Stay alive. Stay with me. I'm going to try to run through this quick for you. Now, this is the picture I remind you of. Remember, I got this offline. Someone in the sky saw it. And look at that. You see how I look there? That's my side-by-side. See that? You notice how it's shaped? Oval, got those corners to it. Mine do too. But this was at night or early in the morning, 6 a.m. Bam, shaped the same. That's the exact same. And it was long ago, though. Mine was, remember, a longer time. Look at this. Look at that. See that? See, with this dark night sky or early morning and that background, all them trees made it darker. So you can see it glow. Here, it don't need to glow. This is the daylight, so it can just hover how I want to hover. See the energy around it? See, this is real. Almost shaped like a cross. See that? You see it? Energy shaped like a cross. I'm just doing a few filters for you so you can understand and see that it's shaped just like it. Look at the energy. See that? That's energy. So that thing is real. And that is real. Because it wouldn't look like that. No one can have something in my backyard looking like this somewhere else. And I just caught it off of a show I was watching. See the blue one? This is the same guy show, but he came back a few days later and said they saw another one of these things and it's blue now. Look at that. Bam. There's that blue one I was telling you about. See that? This the sky. There's that color right there hovering around in my backyard. And there it go here. Look at that. See? It's a close-up. See that? This is mine. See that base look kind of square and big? It's looking like that here. See that? That's right. Look, energy around it. Off of that picture, it's not mine. Energy is around mine. Guys better wake up, man. Better wake up fast. Or that's your ass. All right. So, I showed you what I can show you today. I told you I was going to bring you some more of my clouds. And I kept my word. Okay. Here is the last thing I'm going to show you. The Urim and a Thummim. Thummim and Urim. All right. So these two rocks here, you notice looking like the yin and yang. You used to seeing the yin yang? No. This is much early. This is the Hebrew. This is another piece of what the Leviticus priest used when he's communicating with God. Moses didn't have to use this. I don't really think Aaron did, but some of the other priests did. You know, 'cause sometimes it was a little hard for them to get through. These things was kept in a little side pocket of the breastplate with the gemstones on. They pretty much slide that out and grab these two stones and communicate. You know, you got other nationalities like the Chinese. They like to use these symbols because they know about God. Changed it into yin and yang. Add some sort of emotion. One good, one bad, or one's happy, one's sad. You know, stuff like that. They don't mean anything, but they don't understand. These actually are very important to the Leviticus priests. And that's who started this thing. Because remember, it was started in Hebrew with the Hebrews over in Israel. This was first. So, that being said, there's my video of the clouds again. My people, got to wake up. Follow laws. God is still watching you until this thing is over. Try to stay in there. You know, follow the laws best you can. You know, protect yourself at all costs. God know your heart. I know some wild animals and beasts out here. You got to be strong, protect yourself from them. But you follow the laws, God can forgive you later. You know, stay up. Stay humble. Stay tuned to my next video. I got more of the sky, of course. Now, remember, if I cut in and I got to show you guys something or teach you guys something about the world. Remember, we family out here. We gotta discuss one another, man. We got to. If you feel offended, you pretty much must be lost in evil. Don't be offended when someone's trying to teach you. You probably that same person that don't like authority anyway. You the demons we trying to correct. So I really don't care about your feelings, of course, as you notice. So I'm trying to save others. You just don't watch. Let others get saved. Follow law, statutes, commandments. Share, subscribe, like. Peace.